A personal project, and this is the Battlestar Galactica Viper launch station toy. And many years ago, in my youth, I think I had one, but I'm not for certain. I either thought it was either pretty cool or it sucked, or a little bit of both. But I don't have one, and I always thought if I ever got another one, I would like to turn this into a ragtag fleet ship. I think they would look pretty darn slick. But anyway. The design on the top is, I think, super cool. It's cheesy when you get to the bottom. It's actually got like a handle and it's got a antenna on the bottom. But anyway, it's kind of cheaply made, even for its time. But the overall aspect of it is just pretty darn slick. So I bought one. I actually bought parts to one. I didn't get the middle little flight deck there, which ain't a big killer. So I just took some styrene and made the flight deck, and I glued every piece together on there. And if you can see on the bottom here, it's hollowed out. I know there's toys even today are actually going to that, where they basically cheapen it out and hollow it out. But anyway, what I wanted to do was make this a ragtag fleet ship. So I got it about 24 inches long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some kit parts like they did on the Galactica herself. So I'm going to go into the old parts box and dig out kit parts, and we're going to kit bash this thing to death. And I want to try to stay with the late 70s, early 80s kits, so it'll be the same same parts like the Galactica has and same style. And then once I get done with that, I want to probably call it the Apogee, because that's the people that were the model makers of the show, and I think I'm going to name it that, and then we'll hang it next to the Galactica once we get done. But anyway, a little personal project here that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. But anyway, I think it's just one of those that's pretty darn slick. So anyway, we're going to start that very, very soon, which we just already did. The Discovery. I got to do one thing because it's been kind of cold and dreary and I didn't feel well. And one thing I've done is I took Vallejo ochre here and I did one more layer of like paint, different shading panels, and just did it at a random spot. I know it looks a little neon green, and what I'm going to do is I got a very short shed update, but I'm going to do the shed update and we'll do Discovery outside and see how it looks outside, and hopefully the natural light will not make it look green. But anyway, I've done 3 colors so far in my little crazy world here. I've done to my yellow green for the base. Actually, I painted the whole thing gray first, like it normally would. Then yellow green, then dark yellow, and then now ochre. And I'm going to do one more color, and it's just basically going to be very, very, I'm going to do a flat yellow. And that'll just be very highlights in a few little places, and then I'm going to call it done on that. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of pigment. So we got some dark ochre pigment here, and dark yellow pigment, and then I'm going to get this into the crooks and crannies, and I want to actually I'm trying to stay away from like trying to do a wash. I don't really want to completely put a whole entire wash on it, but I may do a couple places, but I want to try to do the pigments to replace the wash is what I'm hoping, and I may have to add another little pigment to go into that. But anyway, that is where I stand on that. The Enterprise C, I don't know where I left off, and I probably don't think I did anything really this week. I just didn't feel like it, which I apologize. I shouldn't be that way. I did get the nacelles wired. I got to tidy that up and get the top part on. But I did get the nacelles glued on. It's one of those where you had to get it just glued just right and make everything straight. So anyway, that's where that's at, and I'm going to try to get the back top plate on and then get everything wired up, and it's basically ready to be assembled. That's what I'm hoping to do. But anyway, more on that hopefully tomorrow. If not, it'll be first of next week. We're going to start something. This is Zesvada's Battle for the Oil. It's actually like a little game. I have no idea what it is. I really didn't pay attention. But anyway, I always look at games because I like the little model kits that come with it. I don't know if I can open this or not. Oh, come on. There we go. I have to put together the little model kits that come with the game here, and these are basically, I want to say 1/144. I could be wrong, but I'm just guessing at it. It looks like that. But anyway, I got to assemble the tanks, and here lately I don't have to paint none of them, so we're gonna get them assembled, and or at least start. And I'll probably start these maybe Monday, and we'll just put together a few at a time, and before you know it, we'll get done. And I don't have to paint. A lot of people are asking me to like put together models but not paint them for some reason. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I will try to make that. And of course, it's unique too. And I didn't know Zezvoda did the any games of that nature. But anyway, that's up on deck next. So anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Stay tuned for the chat update so we go look at the Discovery, and I'm going to try to get more done on the sea. Discovery's getting one more paint job, and getting ready to start the Battlestar Galactica, I want to call it the Apogee. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.